Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Topic number 3 with Millennial Mike. So we've just talked about cryptocurrency. We've talked about NFTs. He is a millennial. He came to be an adult during the '08 Great Recession. So of course, I believe he is going to maintain his wealth, grow his stardom because of NFTs and crypto. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely not. There isn't a snowball's chance in hell that I would just throw it all on Dogecoin or Shiba Inu to the moon. No.
Well, let's talk about that because again, there's a lot of people out there that are millennials and Gen Z. I think Gen Z a lot that are like, that's the way I'm going to get rich. That's my lottery ticket. That's my thing. And I get it, right? Real estate's really expensive. You know, stocks are up. This just seems easier, right? I buy something for a penny. I sell it for 25 cents and I'm worth $1 gazillion.
If only it was that easy.
Yeah. Why aren't you? I mean, this is right in your wheelhouse. Why aren't you doing it?
Well, I mean, it's just like if you're trying to play with penny stocks, well, maybe this company will go to the moon. Maybe this company will go to the moon. If I buy $100 of this penny stock, it could triple. And if it loses, then I only lost $100. It's not that you can't make money day trading more stable coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum. You can. And there's plenty of people who make money day trading in stocks and day trading in cryptocurrencies. But the stats go like 80% of all day traders lose money. The top 20% are the ones who actually take all the gains. And then can they do that consistently over their entire life? I don't know. Ask Kathy Wood.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as it sounds. So I am not one to laugh at the technology. I believe in the technology. I believe in the validity of Bitcoin. A lot of people get very defensive over cryptocurrency because they're tired of fighting the fight that when someone talks about cryptocurrency, they just dismiss it outright. Stop dismissing the technology outright. Yes. And so that's why they get angry. That's why they get frustrated because it's like, dude, this is going to be big. Now, most people who are dismissing it aren't dismissing it necessarily probably because they don't believe in the technology. It's because either they don't understand or they just don't want to invest the time to learn, which is fine. Fair enough, man. You can only focus on so many things. But no, my goal is not to make it big with cryptocurrencies. I have a little bit of money in cryptocurrency. I like to play with it. It's money that if it went to zero, I couldn't care less. But I put all of my effort into doing better one rental at a time and getting my rentals. That's how I make my money. And I get paid significantly more via my real estate than via cryptocurrency.
Yeah. And again, some of the things that you've done, I just want people to realize one thing you've done, first property you ever bought, I call it now cheat code to wealth. You house hacked.
Yes, sir.
I think more and more people, especially starting out, need to look at house hacking, whether it's roommate hacking like Todd Baldwin or buying a duplex and living in one side with your son and renting out the other.
Right.
The property ladder is amazing. What year did you buy your first property?
2018.
So 4 short years ago.
Right. I'm
going to guess that property's up 50%.
Not quite 50%. I refinanced it last year at $150,000 more than I paid for it. Yep.
Yeah. Police officers need to make more money. I'm guessing you don't make $150 a year as a police.
No, I don't. Real estate has been the biggest change to my net worth. My net worth before buying that duplex was probably, well, I guess I had the cash to buy the duplex. So I had like 30 grand or something. Yeah. And now it's just exploded because I buy properties and then they appreciate. So you're in it for the long run. I want to make sure I let people know, just like you, I don't buy for appreciation. I'm not buying with appreciation in mind. If it happens, that's great. Here in the Seattle market, it's pretty hard not to have appreciating values. Yeah. I buy for cash flow, but the appreciation because of inflation and printing money and then lack of supply, increased demand has just made the value of all of my properties skyrocket.
Yeah, pretty amazing. So again, your path to financial freedom is going to be real estate.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how old are you right now?
31. Don't remind me.
31. Welcome to 30s.
It stings.
I remember turning 30 and I freaked out. Olivia will tell you crazy stories about my 30. I thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to turn into this and just like disappear. now I'm nearly 50 and I'm still here. So that's good. That's funny. 30. I had a 40, not so much. 30. I had a problem with 30.
It bothers me.
I digress. Where I was going with this is you obviously have a plan in mind.
Yes.
You're working to be better and better every day. Do you see your financial freedom being out there before you're 40?
Yes. I think I'll be 38. So, as Dion says, he wants to teach people to make it to financially free within 10 years.
Yeah.
So I bought my first one at 28. I think I'll be able to be done at 38. Now, that's obviously if we have some crazy world-ending economy type thing, maybe that throws a wrench in the mix. But at the current rate that I'm buying rental properties, doing it one rental at a time, and just buying for cash flow, I have seen my opportunities increase because I have more net worth. I could potentially take out home equity line of credit, buy more properties. It's starting to hit that exponential growth where you talk about once you get to 4 rentals, that's when you kind of really start to feel it. And then now I'm at 6 rentals, 8 units, and I'm starting to really feel the effects of that increased cash flow, which helps me save faster for my next rental property.
That's amazing. Yeah, time in the market. The one thing I wish I could have the first timer, the folks at zero understand. I'm going to try to say this as clean as I can. The first 4 years suck.
Yeah.
They just suck.
Yeah.
Right. Even if you come into this like I did with the down payment, right? I got my first one, I had the down payment. But once I got to my second or third, we didn't have that. We had to save for the next one. It sucks. Right. It sucks for everyone. But if you can stay in the game long enough, you'll get to this point where you can start saving more, you can recycle capital, and then you get to start playing Monopoly for real.
Yeah, I think for anybody who starts out investing, not house hacking, it's much more of a slow grind. You save up that 20% down payment, and then you get a couple $100 in cash flow a month.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that sucks. For somebody who starts out with house hacking, it actually feels that's the first step of like, wow, this is amazing, because I took in the Seattle area, $2,000 a month living costs and made it zero. That is a big change in your life right there. And then you buy your first rental and you're like, oh, I'm only making a couple $100. But then you get to 4 and you're like, all right, now I'm making like $1,000 a month. Plus I live for free. And then it just goes from there. So I think that, as you mentioned earlier, house hacking is going to become the way people, that's just like, that'll be the norm at some point.
I agree.
They used to talk about, you buy your starter house, you get a little 2-bed one, then you upgrade to a 4-bed 2 at some point in your mid-30s. It's going to be, everybody buys their first duplex, or they buy a house and they rent it out to their roommates. You do that for a couple of years, and then you buy a real house. It's just going to become part of the normalized culture.
And I just want to make people realize, again, your example of Seattle, $2,000 going to zero. I want to be very clear. That's 2,000 net. You probably have to make $3,000 at your day job to have $2,000 left over after taxes and 401ks and this and that and the other. This is the cheat code to wealth without question. $2,000 means it's 3,000 gross. That's $36,000 a year that you frankly don't have to make. It's that freaking simple. It's need to figure it out. Now, all the 40 and 50-year-olds are going, I can't do it because I have 2 kids and this, that, and the other. I get it. This channel is for everyone. If I am in high school or in college and coming out, house hacking is the cheat code to wealth. It's your first step on the property ladder. We need to encourage that behavior. It needs to be a senior. It needs to be as a senior in high school. We need this in school.
Agreed. One of the individuals you gave a shout out to and gave him his first card a couple of days ago his name's Darius. He's my friend.
Oh, wow.
He and I have known each other now for a couple of years. He found me on YouTube in a Meet Kevin comment section of one of his videos. But we just happen to live close to each other. And Darius is a young guy in his early 20s. He went from making $13 an hour at Starbucks. I helped him get a job as a security officer. Now he's making $23 an hour. Still living at home with mom and dad. And he's like, dude, I hate it here. I'm like, just keep doing it. Save your money. He gets his first rental and he's like, well, Mike, what about house hacking? And it's tough to house hack out here because everything's $500,000, $600,000, $700,000. And I was like, look, if we can find you, we'll use yield. If we find you more rentals, that's one thing. If we can find you a house hack, that's great. But if he'd had this stuff earlier, it would have definitely helped him. But he's a great example of someone who's like at a young age, not buying dumb stuff, getting started out. And I'm like, Darius, by the time you're my age, I'm so jealous of you. You're 24 years old. You'll be done at like 33, man. You'll be done.
No, I agree. One of my favorite questions, first off, I love to talk to 18-year-olds. Like going to talk to seniors in high school is awesome. Because I just ask them, how many of you can live on $2,000 a month? And all of them raise their hand. They're like ecstatic. $2,000, man. I'm a baller.
Yeah.
Right.
And a lot of Taco Bell.
Exactly. And I'm like, I got good news for you. If you truly can live on $2,000, and then we talk about life creep and all that other stuff. That's how I get there. But I'm like, you could be done by 25. I can help you build passive income by the time you're 25 that you're making $2,000 a month. $2,000's not that hard.
Right.
And yeah, the problem is the rat race gets a hold of you and you start acting like a baller and buying dumb stuff.
Yep.
But hey, let's at least get you excited about it. And folks like Darius come about. We need more Darius's out there. Just think about that. You're making 23 bucks an hour. You made 13. You don't like living with mom and dad. It's hard to bring girls home. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Suck it up for a year. Suck it up for 2 years. Go get that initial assets. Go build your net worth. I don't. The first 4 years suck.
Yes.
Everybody sacrifices. Read that goddamn story. We sacrificed for 10 years. Nothing. We lived on half our income. It sucks for everyone. I don't know what else to tell you.
If if my camera was detachable and I could point it out my window right now, I would show you the car I'm driving. It's a 1992 Geo Metro. For anybody who knows what a Geo Metro is, it looks like a little tiny clown car. I'm 6'4", 200 pounds. That thing has gotten me 0 ladies in my life. I have to rely 100% on charm and good looks. And as I get older, it is fading fast. So, but you know what? I am sacrificing right now to this day and will continue to do so until hopefully I can, maybe be where you are.
How old is your son? I forget. I'm sorry.
My son is 5 years old.
Sorry, it's probably too early, but are you talking about money yet and savings and allowance and stuff?
It's a little early for him. Yeah. We spend a lot more time talking about Pokemon.
Okay.
And video games.
Okay. Have you taken him to he knows you have a neighbor, right? Because you're in a duplex.
Yeah.
So he knows about rentals at least.
Yep. He loved the neighbor that we had before I got these new ones, and we haven't chatted with them as much. But yeah, he was over there with me all the time when we'd mow the lawn and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna I can't imagine him when he's 15.
I know.
What he's gonna be thinking.
I'm gonna try my best.
Yeah. That's gonna be awesome. Well, any closing thoughts on this? NFTs, Bitcoin to the moon, diamond hand, or real estate?
I am bullish on all the technology. I am cautiously optimistic about individual cryptocurrencies. I still think far and away your best chance at actually growing long-term wealth, retiring early, shy of getting luck in the Bitcoin cryptocurrency market, is buying and investing one rental at a time. Even if you live in an extremely expensive market like I do in Seattle, if you have Michael Zuber's course, you can go watch the out-of-state investing section of it. Me and my entire investment group of friends all buy in Indiana. Very, very affordable. Now, there's obviously tricks and twists to buying out of market. I'm happy to share those with you, but that is what's going to help me retire early and not have to work a job where I put myself at risk. I'll be able to spend more time with my kid, which is what I really want to do. That and come visit you at some point, Mike.
There you go. I'm going to have a studio set up very soon. So thank you very much. And what is your YouTube channel?
Millennial Mike. If you just Google YouTube, Instagram, Millennial Mike, you'll find me and I'll be happy to talk to you.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.